Alright, what I'm going to show you today is how you can assess your bike after a long ride, see if there's any issues with it, and get it ready for the next ride. So first, you want to check your gears, brakes, and your tires. Those are the main three that usually get changed and affected through a long ride. So for tires, you just want to squeeze your tire, see that it holds pressure and it still has the amount of air that you started the ride with. You can also look over the tire to see if there's any damage, major damages. Usually there won't be. It's pretty uncommon. Then you want to spin your tires, see if your brakes are actually nice and tight still. These are really easily misaligned because those disc brakes inside, they move around a lot over all the bumpy roads and everything. Same for the gears. So when you want to check your gears, these gears are actually managed by these really small alignment screws. And what they do is they make the derailleur on your gears, they adjust how high and low the derailleurs can go. So what I'm checking right now is I'm going through all the cycle of the gears to see that it shifts into all gears and that it shifts perfectly fine. So right now, this bike is perfectly set. I actually tuned it before starting. But let's say for this example that both the gears and the brakes were out of tune. So what you need are a few set of tools. And honestly, for about 80% of bike repairs, you'll only need a wrench, a set of Allen keys, and a screwdriver. Those are almost the only set you need. Right now, we only need the Allen key and screwdriver. So for gears, you actually don't even need an Allen key, you need a screwdriver. The way gears work is that this derailleur moves up and down, and the alignment screws tells the derailleur how far up and how far down it can go. So what you want to do is adjust the lower and the higher, depending on which way it's hitting. So right now it's hitting at the lower side, let's say. So you want to make it be able to go even further lower so it does not hit. So let's adjust that right now. These two small screws, adjust. And now let's try it again. And the gears are perfectly fine. For the brakes, you need the Allen key. I won't even go to the back. The way the brakes work, there's a wire, it's a disc brake. The disc brake has two pads that stand like this, like in your car. And there's a wire that attaches to it. When the wire gets pulled, the brake pads go closer, stopping it. When the wires let go, it gets wide. Right now, the brakes aren't actually stopping nice and tight like we want. So that just means it's so wide apart that even when you pull it in, it's not close enough to stop the discs. So what we want to do is there's a little adjustment screw where you can depend on which part of the wire the lever sits on. So you want to move that all the way a bit further up so that the brake pads go from here to here. So when you actually pull the lever, it actually stops nice and tight. Lastly, when you do bike repair, what you want to do is always clean your bike for the next ride.